I started out by talking about this has been the craziest session to start with that I've ever had in 2 decades of doing this. There is so much information and so many talking points and so much news about tariffs. Behind the headline, there's very little detail and very little applicable information that we're able to get. Tariffs are a super complex thing. It's really not as simple as, hey, there's a 25% tariff with this country, therefore product X is going to go up 25%. It doesn't work quite that way. Behind the scenes, there are different trigger points that can be set up. We don't know what those are, but let's say country X, we say a 25% tariff, unless you purchase X, Y, or Z amount from the United States, right? So if these other countries hit their purchasing threshold, this is one of the ways it can be set up. They hit that purchasing threshold, that 25% tariff doesn't come into play. Or it could be some variation of if you purchase this much, it's only 15 or whatever. Now, let's make it even more easy to understand. Absolutely not. The import of record in the United States, it's actually bringing that product into the country, is actually then the one that prices it. So they can choose to either turn around and pass along that entire increase to the consumer or the purchaser within the US, or they could modify their margins. And it could be a different percentage as well. So when people call me, and daily, I think before 9 o'clock, I had 3 calls this morning, and I'm trying to find specifics as well. The challenge is it is such a convoluted process. I realize there's very smart people doing this stuff, and I'm hoping that these things work out. But at the end of the day, a lot of the folks I'm talking to in the manufacturing sector are kind of taking a bit of a wait and see approach because nothing's really quite hit yet.